It's heartbreaking to me that some, not all, but some self-professed Christians can be the meanest people in the world. I'm not talking about Christians who disagree with you on key issues. The disagreement is not hatred, in spite of the sociological formula that we live under these days, that if you disagree with me, you hate me, and because you hate me, you're evil, and because you're evil, I can ruin your life. That's a faulty formula that so many people fall into. I'm not talking about just disagreements. I'm talking about really mean people. I've run into my share. I've said in other videos, we call it friendly fire, and it's surprising and hurtful and all that. Much of what I've shared over the years, and certainly recently online, is that there's a distinction between biblical Christianity and a lot of other types of Christianity. But to someone who's not a Christian, it's confusing. It's a little bit, I mean, it's not an apples to apples, but it's a little bit like someone who says they're Muslim, and then you have the extremists flying into buildings and blowing people up. Yet they claim to be followers of the Quran. A little bit like that. Again, not apples to apples. What I see online so often is I will share something, and then the response is reflexively, oh, you're one of those hateful people. And I spend most of my time trying to distinguish between the two, that I can have ardent, visceral, deep, unwavering beliefs in the biblical Jesus and in God's word, but I don't have to be a mean person about it. In fact, the Bible tells me that I should have an answer for those who inquire about my beliefs, but I should do it with gentleness and respect. That's what I try to do. I think the key thing I'm trying to say here is that, well, it reminds me of a bumper sticker I saw when I gave my life to Christ in college way back in the dark ages, that said, Christians aren't perfect, they're just forgiven. Well, that's true. That is absolutely true. But it's not a justification for us to be mean people. So I want to encourage you, when you come across someone who claims to be a Christian, putting aside just the fact that they may disagree with something you believe, but if they're really a mean, hurtful, angry person, it's either one of two things. Either they're an immature Christian or they're not a Christian, not a biblical Christian. And certainly if I ever come across as a mean, hateful person, I appreciate it when people call me out on it. Again, not because I disagree with someone, but because I'm being mean or hateful.